as far as you open your mouth, you will never get lost. Look away so that he will not recognize me and come and drag my shirt or come and insult me or come and slap my face. I better go. I don't want problem. And there's nothing we can do about it. In fact, we should go to the police station. And that was how the whole drama began. Huh? You say? Hello friends, this is James of the James TV. Thank you for stopping by. And you're welcome. Okay, I don't even know what I just did, but how have you guys been? What's going on? So I was supposed to go and shoot a video outside, an outdoor video today, but it started raining. I don't know why. It's good, but not when I have work to do. But then again, I'm waiting for it to subside. Then I may or may not go. Let's see. But whilst waiting, try to while away time and waiting for it to subside, I just remembered this story and I'm like, should I start a story time about my experiences in Ghana? But then again, I don't have that many stories, or let me say, I don't have that many horror stories. Anyway, if you're seeing me for the first time, I am Jumoke. Yes, Ola Jumoke. I'm Nigerian. I reside here in Ghana. I've been here for a little while, not that long ago. You guys, I've not been here for that long. But this story I'm about to gist you guys happened less than a year after I moved here. I'm talking months. Yes, months. I mean maybe 6 months or thereabout. I'm not too sure. Anyway, before we get into it, how have you guys been? What's going on with you? How's the family? How's your health? How is work? How are you coping? And may God continually be with you. May He continually strengthen you. May He continually keep you and continually provide for you. May His face shine upon you, you guys, and may He be merciful unto you. Yeah, I just thought to encourage you guys. So, for context, at the moment, even though you guys online think that I'm a pro in Chui, like I'm a professor at the moment, I don't think I am. I think I've gotten really, really better. I now know a few things, but I'm not able to fully construct a sentence yet. But I still know one or two things. God is helping me. I'm not perfect, but I think I'll give myself a tap on the shoulder that I've actually really tried. I think I've tried. But as at the time this incident happened, probably my vocabulary was less than 20 or about 20. I'm not sure. Okay, I'm not even sure I've told you what happened. Okay, or what this video is about. So this video is about that one experience that I had in Ghana or in Accra here, that made me regret not knowing how to speak Twi, or that made me regret not being fluent in Twi, or being able to express myself in Twi. Do you get it? Yes, I'm sure one or two of you have had this kind of experience wheresoever you are, especially if you are not from that country. But so far, I've tried to rack my brain as much as I can. But this is about the only experience I've ever had, I think. So on this particular day, I went to the market with my younger sister. So for context, we have these people who help us carry load in markets here. They are called Kayaye or Kayayo. I think one of the two or both. Yes, they are called Kayaye, Kayayo. So they either carry the things on their head in a pan, mostly females. But at this Tema community one market, I think you find females as well, but you also see guys who push wheelbarrow. I don't know what they are called, but they push wheelbarrow. So that particular day, I opted out for that option. So in my mind, in my head, I'd been to Makola, I'd been to Agbogloshi, I'd been to Tema Station. So I know how things work around the area. It was after this incident that I actually realized that Tema Community One is not a regular market. I will come to that later. But I know that in Makola and in Agbogloshi, they carry it for you and then you just give them something, anything. Because they hardly ever tell you how much. They won't really want to specify. They'll just tell you anything you have. So you I give them, but of course, whenever you are giving them, please be considerate. So this particular guy, that was the mentality I had. So I just told him, come and help us carry. So we bought and bought and bought and we loaded. Of course, as we were buying, he was putting it in the wheelbarrow, and then it was time to go. I'd already called, was it Uber? I'm not quite sure now, just a regular taxi. Well, he offloaded and loaded everything into the car, and we're about to go. And I think, honestly, I don't know how much I gave him. I don't remember the exact amount. But of course, I don't like to, give these people money as though they are begging. Give them their money's worth. Give them what is equivalent to the work they've done. Give them something nice. That's what I'm trying to say. But I can't remember how much. So I gave him, and he said, "Oh no, that he's not going to take that. That his money is 100 cedis." Huh? You say 100 cedis to help me carry load? 100 cedis. Interesting. So confusion began. I was looking at my younger sister. She was looking at me. We're looking at each other. We're trying to understand. Maybe we don't understand the English you just spoke. The 100 cities is English now, so maybe we didn't understand. You say 100 cities, how? Is that how much you people charge? And that was how the whole drama began. That I don't think I've ever, well, maybe as at that time, I'd not been in such confusion in a long time. I'm like, 100 CDs. So, it got to a point that obviously I couldn't express myself. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't speak much because he didn't even understand what I was saying. So, thank God, there was a woman by the side, and she was, of course, attending to her wares, and she had a daughter who I saw in school uniform. So she had just come back from school, and I just figured, oh, she should be able to speak English. So I just explained everything to the girl. The girl explained everything to her mom. So her mom was our mediator. She was our go-between. She was, I'll tell the daughter will tell the mother, and the daughter too was interjecting as well. She probably was in GHS as at the time. So the mother would explain to the guy, talk to the daughter will talk to the mother, and like that, like that. So the mother just tried to tell me that, he insists on taking 100 CDs. So I was now trying to explain to the little girl. I think the mother understood a bit of English, that I didn't even know it was 100 CDs. And besides, the 100 CDs is not too much just for carrying. The guy refused though. He refused. He was adamant. He said he's going to collect his 100 cedis and there's nothing we can do about it. In fact, we should go to the police station. It was at that point, it was like a switch just flipped in my head, like, okay, if that's what you want to do, that's fine. I'm cuckoo not an illegal occupant here. I have all my papers. So I can boldly go to a police station and tender my case and not get arrested, maybe because I don't have, I'm not even illegal occupants, quote and unquote. Anyway, that's another story entirely. But I I said, okay, let's go. And he was willing. He dropped his what's it called? His wheelbarrow and got into the car. I wanted to get into the car. I'm like, this guy is serious. And genuinely, I was willing to go to the police station because I didn't know, that kind of thing. So we shall talk back and forth. So I think the lady whose daughter was our interpreter was, trying to tell him not to bother. It became a little bit of a scene because people were around and they were like, who are these two Nigerian girls who have got into trouble with this man? Well, they didn't say it, but everybody was looking. Clearly, they knew that we're not Ghanaians by our accent. Yeah, if there's anything like that, well, there's something like that. Okay, whatever. So, we shall talk. Okay, I'm saying shall. I should stop that. So we talk back and forth, back and forth. I was so upset. I was upset because I felt like I was being taken advantage of. And at that moment, it was like I wanted to cry. I'm like, God, if I just could explain myself, or if I just could express myself in Chui, probably would not be having this conversation. By now, I would have, given him one or two, not insult, obviously not, but told him one or two things and then he would behave himself. But anyway, we went back and forth. In fact, at that point, I think I was already beginning to have a migraine because I don't know, I went through a lot of stress that day. And then we resolved to pay 80 CDs. So I eventually paid the 80 CDs. I was really pained. I felt like I was being taken advantage of. So when I got home, I explained what the situation to my people, my family members, and they explained to me that, you see, Tema Committee One, let me know if this is true or not. That it's a rich man's market. It's quite expensive. Truth be told, it's quite expensive. So I feel like the Kaya Ye and the Kaya Yo people sort of sometimes want to take advantage of it. And sometimes it's also good to ask before, you know, you call them, right? We went to a few places, as you are buying things, it's stopping for you and all of that. Went to a few places, but I was told that it's best to ask them. Anyway, it's a very short story. It's nothing serious like that. So it hurt me for a really long time. In fact, it got so bad each time I went to the Temas Community One market after that incident. I always saw the guy. I think I will recognize his face if I go there now. But I always saw him and I tried to look away so that he will not recognize me and come and drag my shirt or come and insult me or come and slap my face. I better go, I don't want problem. As you see me like this, I don't like problem. Don't come to me with problem. So yeah, that's about the story. It's a very short one, right? I know, even me, I know it's a short one. Moral lesson here is that something that I think I've not been to the whole of Africa, but something that I know that Nigeria and Ghana have in common is that as far as you open your mouth, you will never get lost. I promise you that. I can beat my chest, especially for Nigeria. For here as well, it's the same thing because if I didn't speak to the young lady, I mean, she would have minded her business. Her mother too would have minded her business, but they were the ones that stood in for me, spoke for me, even helped us negotiate and say, "Oh, the 100 CDs is too much now. Do it, bring it down to 80 and all of that." So if you open your mouth, you won't get lost. That's it's an adage in my language, Yoruba. Abiriono, Shino, like if you ask, he who asks for direction will not miss the road. Basically, that's what it means. So I think wherever you are, especially if you don't speak the native language, ask questions because people are often always ready to help you. So they'll help you interpret and all of that. So because normally when you're going on the road, you ask for direction. It can be like, oh, brah, me pacho, 1, 2, 3, this, and he would explain to you. So not to talk of, you who doesn't speak their language. People, there are genuine people on the streets of Accra, on the streets of Africa, and on the streets of the world. People are there who are genuine, so they will definitely help you. So yes, this was my story time. I hope it was worth your time. If I have any other story that I think is worth sharing, I would let you know. Like I said, I don't have that many stories like this. I've not had that many stories. Yeah, maybe if I think of one or two, I don't know. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, and also, yeah, show some love in whichever way you can. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.